Good morning, Dawgpound South campers. This is the Cleveland Browns Dawgpound South podcast, part of the Fanatical L's Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. I'm your host, Steve Gill. Well, that was a victory. Hey, let's all, yay, they're 1-1. Um, there was a few moments where it was a little dicey, but a W is a W, and I'm going to take it. Defense stepped up, played well. Um, they took what the Jaguars went after them with. You had to wait and find out if Trevor Lawrence was going to be Trevor Lawrence. And the first half, he disappeared. Then, as predicted, he usually disappears in the half. Second half, he showed up and brought the Jaguars back, but Browns held. I will take it. Offense looked very good in the first half. 3 drives, 3 scores. You can't go wrong with that. The punter didn't even punt. Bajorquez didn't even punt in the first half. So I'll take it. Third quarter, things got weird. I know a lot of people on this network complain about Kevin Stefanski, me being one. I like the fact that they used a lot of heavy package to run the ball with Foreman. You saw Zach Zinter in there. You saw Nick Harris in there. Good. Go heavy, run the ball. Like Jarrell said in the pregame show, play AFC North football. And they did. Third quarter, everything just got disjointed. It looked like a preseason game. A preseason game broke out. It just was sloppy. Too many damn penalties. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the illegal motion penalty by Elijah Moore. I have to go back and look at it, but I didn't see it. Everybody seemed to be set. He was running parallel to the offensive line. This is what the new NFL does. They do a lot of motion. So I don't get it. Apparently somebody forgot to tell the ref what the actual rule is. So I don't get that. Too many penalties. By the way, Myles Garrett, please stop lining up and jumping off sides. Could you please stop it? I know you're fast, and from now on, every quarterback in the league is going to try and bait him to jump him offside, to get him to jump off sides. Okay, let's sit him down and say, look, they're going to do hard counts and change the volume in their voice to get you to jump off sides. You got to watch for that. So stop it. You're too talented to be committing stupid penalties. Speaking of veterans, too talented to commit stupid penalties, our interior of our offensive line seemed to look like a bunch of rookies playing their first NFL game. I don't understand all these penalties. It's ridiculous. 24 in 2 games. They had 11 in the first game, 10 on offense. I haven't seen the breakdown on this one, but I guarantee you the majority of them are in the offense. And the majority of them are on the 2 guards in the center. It's just ridiculous. I don't get it. They had a chance at the end to really put this game away. And, more stupid penalties. That ending to that game, it's just inexcusable. And that's all on the coaches. Stop it. And that last play, that pass, what the hell are you thinking, Kevin? I mean, my God, just run the ball. He was supposed to take a sack. No, don't put him in that situation to throw the ball to the other team. Okay. Let's take a quick break here and we'll vent a little bit more about our first victory of the season. And yes, it's true. It's our first victory of the season. So how did Deshaun Watson play? I thought he played tremendous. He's a lot better. He will take time. He's still not there yet, but he's close. I saw a lot of good things, a lot of good throws. That one to Jerry Jeudy on the sideline. Oh my God, that was great. Early on, it was Elijah Moore catching passes until he dropped one. David Bell stepped up, and then he got hurt. It's a dislocated hip. Not good. Maybe we'll see Jamari thrash now. Then Jerry Jeudy stepped up late, needed him on a 1st and 15. I think he caught a really long pass. I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. It was before the safety. They were only up 16-13. So very important play. I don't know what's wrong with Amari Cooper. Is he upset because he was part of a trade rumor for Brandon Ayuk? I don't know if that trade was actually going to happen. But for all the talk of him being a professional player, he needs to be a professional wide receiver on Sunday. So that one pass right through his arms. I know the offense wants to get him involved, especially when you don't have David Njoku. The Jaguars took him out early, doubled him a lot. So that's why Elijah Moore and David Bell and Jerry Jeudy were open. So let's not force the ball to Amari Cooper to get him into a flow. If he is not able to catch the ball, go to somebody else. Hopefully David Njoku, I don't think he'll be back against the Giants. I have heard that he said that he couldn't play. It was a wise decision not to put him in. But, heck, he caught on fire once and played. He caught himself on fire and played that weekend. So I wouldn't put anything past Njoku. I thought Akins did well. I was glad to see DeJuan Jones return to the game after he was out of the game. But all in all, the only thing I have to complain about is situation of play calling, as Jarrell calls them, Stefanski specials. There are moments where he just doesn't quite understand the situation. I know he's a steady influence on this team, but there are times where you just can't do certain things at certain times. Point of emphasis this week in practice, penalties. The coaches have to sit down with these guys and just, come on, stop it. You're killing us. I mean, that was ugly. At one point in the fourth quarter, it was laughable. I mean, I got to a point where I'm shaking my head laughing. I went to the Nashville Palace. We're home of the Middle Tennessee Browns backers. Good crowd, about 130. I thought there would be more, but after week one, it did not surprise me that there weren't. So if you're in Nashville, definitely a lot of out-of-towners, which I love to see. Definitely go to the Nashville Palace if you're from out of town and you want to go watch the Browns. That is the official Browns backer club here in Nashville, Tennessee. So patronize them. Nashville Palace. It's a beautiful, beautiful, huge place. Plenty of room. Big TV. It takes up the whole stage. So that's it for this week. Giants next. 0-2 Giants. Oh, I got to mention, Pittsburgh is 2-0. Browns 1-1. Ravens and Bengals 0-2. Bengals lost because of a shank punt, which basically put the Raiders in field goal range. And that's how it ended. And, of course, the Bengals, they're a little bit of a hot mess right now. They played better once that game, but you're not going to beat Kansas City in Kansas City. Kansas City got that call. Kansas City's always going to get those calls. So what can you do? But Browns are 1-1, Steelers 2-0. Easy first part of the schedule. They get Kirk Cousins, and then they go out to Denver and whoop up on them. But really wasn't a whoop up. What was it? 13-7. Yeah. Offense terrible for the Steelers. Their defense phenomenal. Offense stinks. So On to the New York Giants. Good home game, good game to get in a good rhythm and to get rid of penalties. So that's it for this week's Cleveland Browns Dawgpound South podcast, part of the Fanatical Elves Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. As you can tell, my voice is a little bad. When I go to the bar, I yell a lot. Thank you for watching, subscribing, listening, and following. Like I say, we appreciate it because we're Browns fans just like you. So enjoy your week. Enjoy the Victory Monday. And everybody, have a great day and go Browns.